The people versus Elon, a standoff at SpaceX HQ. The air crackled with tension. Protesters, a sea of colorful signs and determined faces, had descended upon SpaceX's pristine headquarters in the heart of Washington, D.C. Their chants echoed off the glass and steel, a stark contrast to the sleek, futuristic image the building projected. "No one voted for Elon Musk!" they roared, their voices a collective cry against the man they held responsible for their plight. The target of their ire? Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO, and his controversial brainchild, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE as it had become known. This wasn't a protest about rockets to Mars or self-driving cars. This was about something far more grounded, far more real for the hundreds gathered. These were federal employees, their livelihoods hanging in the balance, their futures uncertain. They had come to make their voices heard, to send a message that their jobs, their contributions to the country, were not mere line items on a budget sheet. The protest, a culmination of weeks of growing anxiety and anger, brought traffic to a standstill. It was a visual representation of the disruption that had been wreaked upon their lives, a disruption they placed squarely at the feet of Elon Musk and his efficiency crusade. Their anger was palpable, fueled by a potent cocktail of fear and betrayal. Many had dedicated their lives to public service, driven by a desire to make a difference. They were the unseen hands that ensured the smooth functioning of the nation, from park rangers protecting national treasures to housing inspectors safeguarding living conditions. Now they were being cast aside, deemed expendable in the name of efficiency. The irony was not lost on them. Musk, a man who had built his empire on government contracts and subsidies, was now leading the charge to dismantle the very system that had helped him prosper. This wasn't just about numbers on a balance sheet. It was about people's lives. Families struggling to make ends meet, dreams put on hold, and the creeping fear of an uncertain future. The protest at SpaceX HQ was a desperate plea for recognition, a demand to be seen and heard. It was a stark reminder that behind the cold logic of efficiency lay real human consequences. Efficiency or erasure. The impacts of Doge's cuts. When Elon Musk unveiled Doge, his foray into the world of government bureaucracy was met with a mixture of curiosity and trepidation. Tasked with streamlining the federal behemoth, Musk, with his characteristic bravado, promised to cut waste and boost efficiency. His weapon of choice? A massive downsizing of the federal workforce. The plan was deceptively simple. Offer a voluntary resignation package with enticing benefits. And if enough employees didn't bite, well, involuntary layoffs would follow. What seemed like a sensible, even necessary, measure on paper quickly morphed into a chaotic scramble. Across government agencies, a sense of unease settled in. The spectre of job losses loomed large, casting a long shadow over every department, every project. The National Park Service, once a beacon of conservation and education, found its ranks depleted, its ability to safeguard America's natural and historical treasures severely hampered. Housing inspections, crucial for ensuring safe and habitable living conditions, were delayed or outright cancelled, leaving vulnerable communities at risk. The cuts, touted as a surgical removal of fat, were anything but. Instead, they felt like a blunt axe hacking away at essential services, leaving behind a trail of disruption and despair. Critics argued that Musk's vision of efficiency was myopic, focused solely on slashing numbers without regard for the long-term consequences. The very fabric of government, the intricate web of services that citizens rely on, was being frayed thread by thread. The human cost of these cuts was staggering. Experienced employees, some with decades of institutional knowledge, were shown the door. Their skills, their dedication to public service, deemed irrelevant in the face of Doge's ruthless pursuit of efficiency. The impact was felt far beyond the halls of government, rippling through communities, leaving behind a sense of insecurity and disillusionment. The question on everyone's mind was, at what cost efficiency? And for whom? Tiffany's story, a casualty of cost-cutting.